Hello student, I am your physics mentor Nitesh Kumar and you are watching Drona Academy e-learning series. Today I am going to start the graph related to motion. This is for class 9th. Okay student, actually we are discussing the graph also for class 11. There we will discuss these things in very detail. Here I am just going to discuss the basic graphs related to motion. Okay student, the first one is here displacement versus time graph. Okay, displacement versus time, and we will use this concept in derivation of equation of motion. Okay, so this is displacement versus time graph student. Okay, now in this displacement versus time graph, what is shown? The straight line parallel to the time axis, like this one, the straight line parallel to principal axis. Time is never zero, so don't need to consider this one. Is it or not? Okay, so now if it is starting from here, time is passing, so this is representing a rest condition. Look at this, how I am assuming this is the point O and one student is standing at this point. Okay, and this is actually at S naught distance or displacement far from this O. Okay, here this is the S naught. Now look at this student, time is passing on, okay, and this person, this student is not going anywhere. It means this student is in rest condition. So here look at this, time is passing on, but S is displacement is what? Just a S naught, is it or not? So that's why we can say it is a rest condition. Now next one is the straight line inclined to the time axis ST graph represent a constant velocity. Look at this. This one is the displacement versus time. Here we are talking about the displacement versus time graph. Now one line is inclined. One line is inclined on time axis with some angle theta. Later I will tell you the importance of this theta also. Okay, but look at this, here displacement, it's an incline. So with respect to time, look at this, t1 time we having a s1, at t2 time we having a s2. So with respect to time, the displacement is also continuously varying. Like if it is changing this much, it's changing this much. So what you can say, here it's moving with a constant velocity. Getting my point, students? Okay, so in a fixed time interval, like in a fixed time interval, if it is traveling a fixed displacement, is it or not? Look at this here, t1, t2, it's continuously changing. It means it's moving with the velocity. Now student, next case. Okay, in ST graph, the straight line inclined to the time axis at angle greater than 90 degree. On that case, I taken a case of acute angle, but here it's a more than 90 degree angle. Look at this. This one is the time axis, this one is the displacement axis, and here the angle is, the inclination angle is more than 90 degree. Look at this, this theta is actually more than 90 degree. Now student, try to understand. Here with respect to time, initially displacement is this one, after some time displacement is less, again it's less. So look at this, if I am assuming it's a t1 time s1, t2 s2, t3 s3. So now look at this student, with respect to time, if time is continuously increasing, but what is happening, displacement is less because this is a zero. The nearer to zero is less as compared to the points which is far from the zero, is it or not? Okay, so what we can say, time is increasing but displacement is continuously decreasing. Try to understand, time is increasing but displacement is decreasing. When it is possible, if we having a negative velocity. Try to understand, if we having a negative velocity. Student, note down these things also. Okay, now body with accelerated motion. Accelerated motion means, look at this, like this, if it's a displacement versus time graph, it's like a parabola, is it or not? So look at this, in time interval t1 we having a s1 displacement, but in t2 look at this, it's more, in t3 it's more, is it or not? S3. So now what we are getting from here, the time interval is approximately same, but displacement interval, look at this, the change in displacement is not same, it's rapidly changing, is it or not? It means it's a accelerated motion. What is happening if you are pressing a accelerator in your car? आपका कार तेज मूव करना शुरू करता है, is it or not? Same thing is happening here students. Okay, जब आपका ये accelerated motion का example है, it means time interval अगर आप same भी ले रहे हो तो then you will find the displacement changes less. Like you are moving with a 10 kilometer, now you press the accelerator and your speed is 20 kilometer. So after that what will happen? In 1 hour you will get a you can cover the 20 kilometer distance, is it or not? So that's the example of accelerated motion. Now body with deaccelerated motion, body with deaccelerated motion. So what will be the example, the body with deaccelerated motion? So look at this here, initially after that you will find time is going on t1, t2 and t3. I am here is s1, s2, s3. Look at this, same time interval I am taking, approximately same time interval, but the displacement changes less. So initially it's changing rapidly, but after that the displacement changes getting slow. It means it's an example of deaccelerated motion. Okay students, now I am going to consider the next case, the velocity versus time graph. Next one is velocity versus time graph. Okay, so I already discussed the displacement versus time graph. Now we'll discuss the velocity versus time graph, and we will use this velocity versus time graph for our derivation of equation. Okay, now for the body having constant velocity, now students, the body having constant velocity or zero acceleration, it's the graph between velocity versus time graph. It's a velocity, that's why I am putting here vector sign. Now if it is a constant, it means you will get a straight line, a parallel line to time axis, is it or not? A parallel line with time axis you will get. So this is the V naught. So there is no acceleration case, and with respect to time, time is passing on, time is going on, but it is moving with the same velocity. So it's a not acceleration case or zero acceleration case. Try to understand. Okay, now the body is moving with a constant retardation and its initial velocity is not zero. If it is not zero, so here like this. So initial velocity, initial point is this one. So I am assuming it's started with the V naught, and this is actually graph between V vector versus t. Now with respect to time, it's continuously decreasing. I know that after some time what will happen? It will be negative. It will be negative. Is it or not? Okay. So, but leave. We are right now discussing about just till this point. Okay. So what is happening here with respect to time? Time is passing on. Now velocity is continuously decreasing. It means it's a case of retardation. Like in your car, if you are pressing a brake, then what is happening? Car is slowing down. है ना, वो रुक जाता है थोड़ी देर के बाद, है ना, वही चीज है. बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी है स्टूडेंट. नाउ द बॉडी इज एक्सेलरेटेड एंड द इनिशियल वेलोसिटी इज जीरो. द बॉडी इज एक्सेलरेटेड, v versus t graph. Body is accelerated. It's not given constant or anything, just given accelerated like this. Is it or not? So with respect to time, like t1, we having the velocity v1. At time t2, the velocity is v2. Look at this. Is it or not? So with respect to time, the velocity is increasing. It means it's a case of accelerated motion. Is it or not? Now the body is deaccelerated. Again, the vice versa of this you will take. Deaccelerated. Now after some time I know that it will be tilt and it will be zero, and then after it will be negative. So but if it is a case of deaccelerated, if I am drawing just this part, and what is happening, look at this, with respect to time t1 you are getting the v1, t2 what you are getting, v2. Is it or not? Okay. Now student, next, acceleration time graph. Try to understand acceleration time graph. Acceleration is constant. If acceleration is constant, again you will get the line that is parallel to the time axis. It's a accelerated motion, and here it's a a naught acceleration, and here you will get the line that's a parallel to time axis. Now acceleration is increasing and it's a positive. If acceleration is increasing, I'm assuming the initial acceleration is not 0, so here it's a naught. Now what will happen with respect to time? It will increase, is it or not? Look at this. So with respect to time, it's continuously increasing. So what you can say? The accelerated motion example, and with respect to time, it's continuously increasing. Okay. Now student, next case. Next one is, I think, deaccelerated. You all know that deaccelerated case. So with respect to time, what is happening? T1, A1, T2, A2. Look at this, change is decreasing. After some time it will be decreased and negative, is it or not? So this is the case acceleration versus time graph, or case of decreasing. Now students, I am going to discuss the equation of motion by graphical method. Try to understand. Equation of motion by graphical method. Now very important thing here, few things is written. Initial velocity, this is the u given here is in a student. It's the initial velocity is given. V is the final velocity. It's a final velocity. Final velocity is given. Oh, it's a velocity. So put the sign also. That's a very important. In diagram it's missing. Now student, we know the definition of acceleration, that is change in velocity divided by time. Change in velocity divided by time. Look at this change in velocity. Initial velocity is u and final velocity is v. What is the change? Change is this one student, and this is what? V minus u. This is actually here delta v. Is it or not? So what we can write here? V minus u divided by t. From here what we can write? From here we can write it's a at equal to v minus u, or v minus u is what student? V minus u is here bd. This is the delta v, and this is the bd, and this is the at also from here. So what you can write? It's a bd. We will use this concept here. Okay, so bd is what? At. Okay, now you understand bd is at, and from here you can write the v equal to u plus at. Is it or not? This is our first equation. This one is our first equation, and where you will find this first equation? Here, through this graph also. Now in second equation, actually we are going to use this graph. Second equation is actually s versus t relation. In second equation we need a s versus t relation. Now one more thing students, the important property, that property is what? Area under VT graph. Area under VT graph is giving us a total displacement travel in that time interval. So this area, this shaded line, look at this. This area actually giving us the area bounded in this trapezium. Look at this. Here. This is giving us a displacement. This area is what? Area is what? Displacement. Because it's a graph versus v versus t graph. Velocity versus time graph. So in a velocity versus time graph, if you will take the area under that graph, that is the displacement. Now we'll find this area. So how you will find the area? It means we have to find the displacement. Displacement is what? Area of trapezium. What is the name of this? OA. OABC. OABC. Area of this trapezium. Okay. So OABC. Now if you want to find the area of this, what you can do? You can divide this area. So triangle plus this rectangle. So what we can write? The S equal to actually area of rectangle. What rectangle is this? Tell me the name. AOCD. AOCD plus triangle. So area of triangle ABD. ABD. Is it or not? Now student, area of rectangle AOCD. What you can write? It's a AO into CD. So what you can write? AO into CD plus area of this triangle. What you can write? 1 by 2 into base. Base is what, student? AD into BD. Is it or not? AD and OC is same. By the way, student, OC is what? T, and this is actually also equal to AD. Is it or not? This one rectangle and this side will be same, and here OC is given T. Okay, student. Now put the value. AO is what? This one, and this is what? U, student. So what you will put? U into CD. What is CD, student? Oh, CD. It's not a CD. It's a OC. Sorry. OC. AO into OC. OC is what? OC is T. So I am writing here T plus 1 by 2 into AD. AD is what, student? U. AD. Oh, sorry. AD. AD is what? This is a D, students. It's written very small now. That's why I'm getting confused. It's a A point. It's a O point. It's a E point. And this one is the B point. Okay, student. Now, sorry. So AD is what? AD is T. So I'm writing T into BD. BD I already written 80. Now if you will decorate it, what you will get? Displacement UT plus half AT square. Is it or not? And this is our equation number 2. Very simple. Is it or not? Note down. मैं थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूज हो गया था बिकॉज दैट्स रिटन वेरी स्मॉल ना. नाउ इट्स गुड. ओके स्टूडेंट, नोट डाउन. नाउ कम्स टू द थर्ड रिलेशन. Third relation is what, students? Again, we'll use this concept, the displacement area of this trapezium. Trapezium is what? OABC. Area of this trapezium. Area of this trapezium OABC. Okay. So we know the formula also. What we can write? The displacement equal to AO or OA. ठीक है? OA plus BC into what? This one OC divided by 2. This is the formula, students. We are learning this formula in 9th class. Okay. Now this is also in our 6th 7th class. Is it or not? So this side plus this side into the height. Okay, and divided by 2. This is the area formula. Okay. OA is what, student? U plus BC is what? BC is V. So what you will write? V into OC. OC is what, student? T divided by what? We having 2. This is the displacement formula. Okay, student. Now put the value of T from where? The first equation. First equation is what? V equal to U plus AT. So what we can write? B minus U divided by A equal to T. Is it or not, students? Put the value of T from here to here. Now what you will get? You will get V plus U into V from here minus U. I am just replacing the T with this one. T with this one. Okay. So V minus U divided by 2A. 2 from here and A from there. Is it or not? Now this is actually equal to this displacement. Sorry. Displacement. Now A plus B into A minus B. Try to understand. A plus B into A minus B is A square minus B square. So what we can write? It's a V square minus U square divided by 2A. Put the vector sign here, students. Now if you will take the cross multiplication, what you will get? V square equal to U square plus 2AS. Is it or not? And this one is our third equation. This one is our third equation. Note down, students. Okay, one more thing, students. We already discussed too many questions based on this formula, 3 equations of motion. In next lecture, I am going to discuss the circular motion. Okay, students. Have a good time. Bye.